Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Patterson. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just
staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So they just need 1 yard.
Bro, what the freak is going on?
They'll run with Patterson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Right, if only it was doing that on
Fields
defense,
it right around the goal
might have been
line.
straight.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. One more time with Patterson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that is... that is a pig.
From 3 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That is...
extra point by
that is literally man on your side.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Oh, my goodness.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And a decent return
If
out to
Madden
the
was on your side, was a
line.
thing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Kamara up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 31 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. Jameis to throw it.
Bro, that is so...
But that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side.
I knew it was
takes
coming.
this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
That was good.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
What a game, man. What a game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play fake. Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I wish I was getting this type of pressure.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, Winston.
How is that man waiting over?
Knocked away,
Yo, what?
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
That man was way across the map. Still got
now
that,
on
bro.
4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Nah, they all made a mistake.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Yeah, he had it.
Touchdown.
He had his game.
Falcons.
I got hold from the jump.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking
His people
good
getting
here
open
the
like
season
no
opener
other.
as they're able to extend their lead.
I can barely hike the ball unless it's a run
And
play.
lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
I already give up.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Some shit just don't make sense. One of those touchdowns, I don't see how he got it. And then that pick.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They go play action. Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To the air again with Winston. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Winston. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of.
I think we get ball
remaining in this
ahead.
first half as the
We got to
kicks
score
away.
soon as we get it and get a turnover.
Taken at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Final play of the half here, Winston.
I should have took my points.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Please tell me I picked the right play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense.
Bro, can you block? You the best one on
The
the
linebacker recording the sack there.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty
Like,
possession
he's just getting
here,
free so
not what you're looking
easily.
for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing an interception, and now a chance that they could be in an even bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. After the pickup of 5,
I can't click
second
on
and 5.
to get a catch for nothing.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I don't care.
Atlanta.
Just don't throw no more picks.
Patterson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
He getting all these rollouts and everything. I
Get their
can't
drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Bro.
Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles. Interception here, and look,
That's
still
crazy.
In the 3rd quarter, so
That man's wide open too.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the completion
The game
results
is
in
over.
9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And
Jesus
he'll be taken
Christ.
down, but he does have first down yardage. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good.
35,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
20, yeah. I hate the fact that the away team got a stream.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
You don't know who watching. More than likely, it's the purpose. You gotta actually play too.
Bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right
That's
where
another
he
thing
would
that
have
just
been if he had simply gone
get
down
about
to a
these
knee at the
leads.
25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they can... A breakaway for Michael Thomas. 30, 10, 5, touchdown. Michael Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I think it should be set up where both teams got a stream.
From a yard or two
You never know when the person you watching, playing against, watching your stream too.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yeah.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Yeah, you can have that.
Touchdown Falcons.
I ain't even start chasing no more. I was just trying to get this game over. They got it on like 8 minutes or something. 7, 8 minutes. It's a long quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point.
He just did the exact same thing I did. One play drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Winston's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. He completes it to Olave. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Second and 5. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Fighting to stay upright, and that'll be incomplete.
I was thinking,
pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's looking for Olave, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brandon Williams there on the pass rush. Give him the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Throwing, Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means
Cordero Patterson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 198 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
I can't wait till I get to play home games, so I ain't got to school.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. Now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Oh, of course.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. tuck it away, take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Coup for the extra point.
We literally just put up over 100.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
He just that bad at this point, but
following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 42. Here's Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Play action now, Winston.
Bro, that man wide open. Honestly, defeat every block the first.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Throwing on second and long. Winston tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. One last shot now for Winston. One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.